Well, whether it's a weekend getaway or a bucket list trip, solo travel is quickly becoming one of the biggest trends among midlife women. We are joined by Christina Daves to discuss this issue on our latest edition of her Living Ageless and Bold podcast. Welcome. Great to see you.
Hi, you too.
Yes, this is something that I'm a little afraid to do personally, but I think it's, it is interesting how it's gaining some traction. So let's talk a little bit about why solo travel matters so much to this age group in particular.
So you're at this time in your life, empty nesting, and like I know right when my kids were gone and I said to my daughter, let's go on a trip. She's like, Mom, I don't have any vacation.
Oh, yeah.
So you might want to go somewhere, maybe you're done and your husband's still working, or it's just getting schedules together with girlfriends doesn't always work. So there's this great option of solo travel.
Yeah, schedules always get in the way,
it's so
don't
hard.
they?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, I can go here, but not here and here, and you can never get everyone together.
Right, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about the fear. I think that's what holds me back, is that, I'm not comfortable, navigating some of these cities on my own.
Right.
How do we get over that fear?
Right. So the first thing is you really want to start local.
Okay.
Like baby steps. Go to lunch by yourself. Go to a movie by yourself. Just slowly start doing things where you're like, hey, I can do this. This is okay. And then just work up to. You're not going to take your first solo trip. I heard you say, oh, Santorini. Yeah. That is not going to be your first solo trip. We need to work, especially if you're nervous about it.
That's my goal, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
But that's good advice, because you have to really kind of get comfortable with
confidence.
Being by yourself.
Yes.
Being in a restaurant by yourself, or getting on a plane, or even just in the car navigating someplace new.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's good advice. Okay, so let's talk about safety is number one concern for women. What are some simple ways that we can make sure that we're safe while we travel?
Yep. You want to go in a walkable area, even if it's a city. And one of the things I do, because I used to travel a lot for work, I was speaking and I would go and I would add maybe a day at the beginning or the end to try to see the sites, but I always ask the concierge, where is it safe? Where can I exercise? Can I walk home alone at night? If I go to a restaurant, is it okay? And they're the ones who are really going to tell you, especially in a city. One wrong turn, you could be in a really bad area.
Yes.
So the concierges, they're always lovely and willing to help.
Yeah.
You kind of want to blend in. Don't wear hot pink when you're solo. And I'll tell you a funny story. I had my purse stolen or my phone stolen in Paris, and my husband said, "Well, you had a hot pink phone case on it," so it was very obvious what I
so
had.
just kind of staring at somebody.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
And you want to keep things, in a small little purse. Bagalini, I don't know if you know that brand, but they have fantastic travel where you can't cut it. You can lock the zipper, so somebody would really have to, grab the whole purse to get everything, and then you wear a crossbody. So
you want it on your person.
Yes,
for
exactly.
sure. Yeah, and don't just leave something and not pay attention to it, like on a table at a dining room table.
Yes.
Also, you mentioned something before the show that I thought was interesting, that you share your Uber or Lyft location with your family.
Yes, I do. So I have my husband on there. It's a really easy setting, but anytime I am in an Uber or Lyft or ride share by myself, he always knows where I am.
Yeah, that's good advice. You interviewed quite the guest recently. This woman started traveling alone after a scary diagnosis. Tell me a little bit about her story.
It's Joy Huber, and amazing. She had stage 4 breast cancer.
Wow.
And she had gotten out of a relationship, and life faced her. Reality, was right there. So she's like, I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm going to start to travel. And she started this business to really help women with confidence, getting over the fears, little things like going on a hop-on, hop-off bus. So you've got people all around you. You're solo, but there's people there.
Yeah.
So just gradually doing those kinds of things, taking group tours. And now there are solo travel groups that you can find, on Facebook. There are women who will solo travel together.
Right, yeah. So I like that idea. I think,
that might be a good baby step.
Exactly. Maybe I could just solo travel with a group of ladies.
Yes, exactly.
I like that. Okay.
Make new friends.
So you mentioned that solo travel can really help women emotionally. How is that the case?
Well, it gives you confidence and clarity. You don't have to, you're not running after the kids. Oh, we need breakfast, we need dinner, reservations, do we see a show? Like, what are we doing? It's all about you.
Yeah.
So you have that downtime, And I was telling you earlier, I have a girlfriend in Virginia Beach, and I am so envious that she does this, and I want to do this. She'll go to Richmond or Charlottesville on a little shopping trip, stay overnight, orders room service, stays in. Like, you don't have to go out at night when you solo travel.
Right.
But how luxurious does that sound?
Sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Watch a movie and bring me my cart.
I might go to the Holiday Inn. I don't care. Just go somewhere. Thank you so much, Christina. And of course, we can find that podcast that you're referring to over on your website, Living Ageless and Bold podcast.com. And of course, we have all the information over on our website. And of course, follow her all over on the Instagram and TikTok and all the socials.
Yeah.